I'm going to show you guys a really good early game scrap farming spot in Remnant 2 if you're lucky enough to get to this area fairly early on, since it starts everybody in different places on every playthrough. And also, this is version 5 of this map. The other versions will hopefully have something similar to this, but if not, the same method is something to just keep an eye out for, and you'll be able to find another spot in your playthrough somewhere if this does not work for you. So the way this generally works, scrap farming early game especially, is you got to find an elite enemy that's near one of these places that you can rest, the checkpoints. And then this one is insanely good if it's anything like mine, which I don't know what the other versions are like. But what you can do on this one is run down to here. There'll be an elite mob up here. In my case, it's this guy. And then he'll drop, and then I can just beat on him, and he can't even defend himself. And ideally, I'd want to upgrade my melee weapon to make this faster. So the first thing I want to do with my scrap probably is to upgrade this melee weapon a few times. But when I beat him, he drops a luminite crystal. Afterwards, I'm just going to let myself die in order to reset this area, so I can just stand against these guys while they just beat on me real fast. Or I could run back. I don't really care which way I do it. It's whichever way. You just need to reset it. And then after it resets, you're just going to load back in, and you're just going to run over, and you're just going to beat them up again and again and again and again if you have an elite in this area. Now, again, this game has such dynamic areas, which is honestly really cool. But I don't know what version 1, 2, 3, and 4 are like for this one, and I don't know if this one is one that goes up to 20 different versions or not. But if it has one of these guys, you're in luck. But if it just has literally any elite mob that will drop those luminite crystals, then you can go over here and you can just beat on him and then take his item and then just die. And that's like the ideal way to do it. Like if you're too strong or on too low of a difficulty, you'll have to run back for sure. But just do that over and over and over again. You get these luminite crystals. And also you might get other, valuable things potentially on RNG drops. But the main thing is those crystals. So if we go to our inventory here, we have the luminite crystals. And these things sell for 150 scrap each. So I could easily get, probably like 10,000 to 20, 30,000 scrap per hour at the beginning of my game by just farming this guy as fast as I can, basically. If I get a better melee weapon where I could just conk him out way faster, then it can get even more insane. So, yeah. This one's insane, guys. The Lemark District. This is part of... I guess I should have shown this in the beginning in case no one knows where this is. The Lemark District is part of Losomn, and you'll come through the palace courtyard, if it's anything like mine, and then go to the... you just have to go to the council chamber. There's a way out of Beatrice Palace. That'll take you to the Brockwith Quarter, and then at the clock, and then the Lemark District. And that was how I got there. Again, I just don't know how it's going to be on different playthroughs because I haven't played the game enough. Unlike other content creators, I didn't get 5 days early access because I'm just cursed. But either way, hopefully this helps you out, guys. There's a really good early in scrap farm if you have access to this area early game in your playthrough of Remnant 2.